of the most exciting things about Supercross is it's really for all ages. And perhaps the most interesting is it goes all the way down to the real juniors in the 60cc's. Some of these guys are just 6 years old, so by the time they get up to the 250s or the 125s, they really know how to ride a motorbike. But if this sport's all about the future, there's a possible future world champion here in Bradley Turner. He's at the moment the junior 60cc British champion, and at age 10, how long have you been doing motocross and supercross?
3 to 4 years.
Why did you pick motorbikes rather than something else to do as a sport like football, Pahor?
Because I like competition, and I'm mad because it takes guts.
I would have thought it was pretty hard on Michael. Your father's here, obviously watches you on the sidelines. And come in, Michael, I would have thought it's a pretty tough sport for a father to watch.
Yes, it is really. You sort of heart's in your mouth quite regular, and the better they get, the more the nerves take over you, just like a pregnant father, really, is the best I can describe it. No, I think the way we protect them, and all the protective clothing, and the marshals, and the way these competitions are run, it's as safe as it could be.
Presumably you're footing the bill, so is it an expensive sport to get into?
The better they get, the more expensive it gets. And for someone like Bradley, you could be costing you up to £200 a week.
Thanks, Michael. Well, 200 quid a week, you better become world champion.
Yeah, of course.
And Supercross isn't just restricted to the boys. 12-year-old Laurie Squirrel is one of a small but growing band of girls who get their kicks on two wheels.
There's not really many girls, and I'm one of the few. And there's 2 girls here, and I'm one of them.
What do the boys think about you competing against them?
Well, they don't like it, especially when I beat them. And like, because I'm a girl, they know I'm a girl, and they want to beat me more than they do a boy.
Horse riding and things like that, and other sports. But why motorbikes? Why did you choose it?
Well, Dad used to ride, and then like my sister, we had a really little PB, like a little motorbike, and when I was 1, I used to sit in like a sidecar, and she used to ride me around the garden, and like then I got on it, and I just loved it, and never got off a motorbike since. So
what's your ambition? What do you want to do? I mean, this is the 80cc's. Where are your plans now?
I'd like to go over to America and race. They do girls Supercross over in America, but I'd like to race against boys in America when I'm old on a 125, 250.
And for all the girls out there watching, I would have thought you'd have said, come on in and let's beat these boys, yeah?
Yeah, if you like riding things and you're not like real girly, do it because it's really fun, and it's even better when you beat the boys.
So say all of us. Well done. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
In the 60cc final, young Bradley Turner made a tactical error at the start when he elected to tackle the full-size whoops, allowing 10-year-old Jake Nichols from Ipswich to take a resounding lead. But Nichols didn't have things all his own way. He was harried around the course by number 10, Goodhurst Tommy Searle, who looked like he might take the lead. A mistake on the entry to the whoops allowed Nichols to get clean away and take the victory. Ahead of Searle in second, and Daniel Lister of 4th in 3rd place. In the 80cc class, a clean start saw Adam Chatfield of Devizes take the whole shot ahead of Bournemouth's Tommy Wright. And it was a 2-horse race until Wright got it all wrong as he cased the big triple. The mistake allowed Chatfield a clear run to the finish ahead of Ross Tippins from Westbury-on-Term and Ireland's Martin Barr in 3rd place. The 100cc youth final saw Lewis Gregory from Churchdown take the whole shot and continue on to lead the field around the circuit for an easy victory. Ahead of King Winsfield's John May and King Standing's Dale Traylor. Finally, there was controversy in the youth 125 final when no less than 4 riders went down at the first corner. Number 9, Rob Taylor from Cairn, was lucky to survive the skirmish as he emerged unscathed to take the lead, which he held on to despite a couple of very sketchy moments. And while Taylor took a brilliant win, Bedminster's Tom Gilbert stole a brilliant 2nd place in what was his first ever 125 outing. Robert Harries from Kingsthorpe took the bronze.
So the bikes are revving for the final of the 125s. Can anyone stop Carl Nunn? Let's find out. Well, the top contenders have to be Neil Prince, number 1, Tony Marshall, number 6, or Billy Mackenzie, number 8. They're all chasing this man, Carl Nunn.
I started riding when I was 5. Started racing when I was 7, so Been racing quite a while now. I mean, I'm quite a creative rider, so you know, I like a track that's sort of very difficult to get a rhythm in, you know, because I can always seem to find a good rhythm out there in the whoops and the jumps and stuff. I think my teammate Billy McKenzie, he's a young rider coming up. He's only 15 years old. He's a good rider. He's riding well here today. And also Honda rider Neil Prince. He's looking quite smooth out there. He's a smooth rider on the track. So, you know, they're probably my main opposition, and I'll be looking out for those guys. The track's really good. It's tight. Yeah, the first corner, you know, you've got to really be in the. You've got to get the whole shot, I think, yeah, because it's such a short start. I've done one race, and I didn't even change gear. You know, I stayed in first gear right to the first corner. So, you know, it's going to be really, really, really tight. You've got to get out there in first, otherwise you're going to be colliding with riders, and there's going to be carnage.
The Mildenhall motorbike magician, Carl Nunn. Watch out for him for the start now of the final of the 125. Away they go, straight down to that first corner. And it's tight, and it's too tight for some of them. Oh, several riders going down.
Yeah, Sean Stevens and Carl Nunn, number 2, he's gone down. That's going to leave Neil Prince all out up front.
Oh, devastation then for Carl Nunn. He said he was going to go for the whole shot. That's exactly what he did, but so too did several other riders. Neil Prince, though, number 1, is out front and looking very princely indeed. That's given him a huge advantage because he's now pulling away.
Yeah, as we can see, Mackenzie's there. Oh, he's just cased the triple. That's not what you need to do. But, I mean, Neil just has to push now and get out front and get away from everybody.
On the Honda, number 1, Neil Prince it is. There's the carnage from the first bend. And several riders are not going to take part. There's Sean Stevens is one of them. But Prince is taking advantage of it. Mackenzie is in second on the number 8 bike. 27, that's Danny Tollett. He's also up there with the leaders.
It's going to be a tough race, this is now. Neil Prince is out front, but I'm sure Billy's going to want him to push up and try and get up on him.
I wonder, is it harder to lead and stay in the lead, or is it better to push?
It just depends on the rider, really. I mean, it's nice being out front. It's a lot easier. I mean, passing people, that's when you start using a lot of energy.
Well, that was number 14, just getting a restart. That's Sean Stevens, but he's well out of this, I'm afraid. So we're going to see a lot of back markers as we go on. There's another one going through. That's Andrew Weymouth, number 35.
Yeah, I mean, this is what's going to happen. People are starting to get tired. As long as the races go on, they're going to get more tired, and it's going to be difficult, and that's when the crashes are going to start to happen.
Well, Billy McKenzie looking up the inside. Is that possible? Yes, it is. Just. Well, he muscled his way in there.
Yeah, I'm sure Neil's not going to back off. No, he isn't. He's trying to have a go back.
Neil Prince gets back in action there. The two of them neck and neck as they go through the back markers now. This is going to be interesting. Back markers keeping a lookout. There's Ricky Higgs falling off, number 36.
Yeah, Ricky Higgs, so that wasn't good for the KTM team.
Real drama in the final of the 125s. At the moment, Mackenzie's getting the best of it on the number 8 Yamaha. Looking good. He's dropped Neil Prince. Prince has gone way back into second place and, some 3 or 4 seconds behind now.
Yeah, I mean, it's in such a short space of time. Billy's put a lot of room between him and Neil, so he's just got to keep out front and not make no mistakes now.
Well, the youngster from Scotland looking very smooth over the whoops. I notice he puts his back brake on there. What's that for?
Yeah, that just gets your front end down and it gives you another couple of feet so you can get over the jump.
He's learnt a lot in a very short space of time. He won here last year in the 14 to 18-year-old category. This is with the big boys, and he's looking good once again here in the 125s. He's come on very quickly, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing fantastic. He's got a very good team behind him, and they're all helping him, all Craig down at DEP and Steve, his team manager.
Neil Prince in second place. Is it an advantage or disadvantage to have these back markers? Surely they're going to show Billy down as well.
I mean, sometimes when you're out front, it's worse for the guy out front because he's coming round to them first. So by the time Neil gets round there, they'll know they're getting lapped, so they'll get out the way a little easier.
Paul Cowshall in the way of Billy McKenzie just for a moment. McKenzie's through and past another one as he finishes another lap. A great display by this young Scotsman, just 15 years of age.
And as you can see now, Billy's just got to be careful because with these lap riders, they could easily crash and take him out. So he's just got to watch it and take it easy.
Closing stages, and you can see the gap. Neil Prince in second place really can't do much now. This circuit is so short that I think if Mackenzie holds it together, makes no more mistakes over this triple, I think he's got it in the bag.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I mean, he's riding fantastically, and as you can see, he's come up here now, and he's going to take the win.
Smooth as you like, slows down. Brilliant stuff by Billy McKenzie. Second place, Neil Prince on the number 1 Honda. Brian Steele is third on the Suzuki. Danny Tollett takes fourth, and Matt Gardner on the Yamaha is in fifth place.
Billy, pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, God, I'm so pleased. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. It's my first ever, adult win, and I'm just so pleased to do it here at Exeter. Matt Bates has put on a great show.
It's easy to forget watching you out there. You're only 15 years old.
Yeah, I know. I've been working really hard. My trainer Dave Denton's been kicking my ass in the gym, like for the past 4 months or something, and it's just worked out brilliantly.
All on the start once again. Carl Nunn, one of the fallers.
Oh yeah, Carl, he would have put on a great race. Yeah, but unfortunately he went down. I came out good on the whips and just led from there. Well, I didn't actually. I had to pass a few people, but it was good.
Perfect weekend until the final. What happened?
In that race, I had to try really hard. You've got to win it. Second place is a loser, you know. Just got brought down on the start. Fortunately, there was a bale destroyed before the race, and nobody could stop. So the guys from the inside just shot through, took down everybody else, you know. And I was unfortunately right in the middle of it. Maybe I might have been a nose in front of everybody, but when people come from behind you, you just can't do anything about it because you can't see them coming.
So a great 125cc race, and Jamie, it just shows how important that start is.
Yeah, Cole's been the fastest guy all weekend, and he went down in that first turn, and that was at the end of his race.
Spectacular stuff, though, for the audience.
It's been fantastic, and I can't wait to watch it all again next week.
That's right, next week it's the chance of the big boys. The 250s are in action. Well, here we go again from Exeter. Until then, from all of us here, goodbye.
Now, you can have a chance to win a replica of Billy Mackenzie's kit by entering our competition. And we've also got a